So in this video here, I'm going to be revealing the 2 secrets that I have been following during the past 5 years to enroll more than 80,000 students across the whole world to my courses in online course marketplaces. And these are 2 very simple secrets that you can start applying to your courses in online course marketplaces tomorrow, right? Or even after you're done watching this video. So the first thing that you need to understand before I reveal the first secret growth hack that I have been using for all of these years is the difference between listing a course in online course marketplaces compared to hosting a course on your website. When you host a course on your website, you spend 10% of the time creating the course and 90% of the time marketing the course, right? Which absolutely sucks if you don't like marketing, right? Now, if you compare this with actually listing your course in an online course marketplaces, things completely change, because in these online course marketplaces, all you need to do is produce the course and upload it, right? And marketing is completely automated. You don't need to do anything after the course is produced. And this leaves you with a huge amount of time that you can leverage to keep producing more courses. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the first secret of my success, right, in these marketplaces. This is how I managed to enroll 80,000 students across the whole world. I simply produced more courses, right? Up until this point, I have produced more than 40 courses, right? That's 40 courses, right? I've streamlined the production of my content in a way which enables me to produce 1 course every single week. And this is one of the biggest factors that led me to the success that I have today. And I know that it might sound kind of boring, but honestly, this was one of the biggest factors that led to my success today, simply producing more content, producing more courses. So how can you actually produce more courses? There are some tips and tricks that you can apply to your workflow to make this whole course creation journey of yours way more frictionless and faster. So the first one is to actually have a setup already rigged up in your studio space, so you don't need to every time like rig up cameras and rig up lights and rig up microphones. Everything is in place. You just click record and you can just like that start producing content, right? That's super important. Just removing friction from your course production. The second very important thing that you can apply is to actually train yourself to become better at teaching. So for years in this space, I thought that I was doing something wrong with my courses, right? I thought that I should hire editors. I thought that I should upgrade my cameras. But in fact, I saw the biggest change in my student enrollments and in the revenue that I made with my courses when I decided to make a conscious effort and focus on the way that I taught the lessons themselves, right? If you focus and spend the time and energy to become a better teacher yourself, you will see that student engagement will grow, more people will start enrolling in your courses, and this will obviously reflect your income in these online course marketplaces. So again, to summarize, secret number 1 is speed. You need to become faster at creating courses, and you need to simply create more courses. And you do this by either removing friction from the production workflow itself, or by becoming a better instructor. Or if you're a real one, you can do both, right? And this will, of course, make you more money in online course marketplaces. Now let's move into secret number 2, which is a way more tactical secret. And even if you don't have like a huge workspace like we discussed in secret number 1, or you don't even want to upgrade your teaching skills, with secret number 2, which is super tactical, you can really increase the amount of money that you're making with your courses. And this second secret that I have been leveraging for all of these years is creating learning pathways with your courses, right? Now, here's what a learning pathway is, and here's how you can utilize it in your courses, right? So what a course really is information packed in a way that solves a problem. But if you know anything about human psychology, it's the fact that when a problem is solved, another problem is created. So now you have a new opportunity for a new problem to be solved, right? And you need to be there with another course of yours to solve the second problem. And when the second problem is solved, a third problem arises. And this is just a vicious circle. Now, here's the thing. If you manage to solve more than 3 or 4 consecutive problems with your info products, with your courses, you will exponentially increase the lifetime value of every single student that enrolls in your courses, and this will make a huge impact in your revenue generated in these online course marketplaces. So let's put this into perspective. Let's say that you want to educate people on how to create content, right? And you have created a content creation masterclass, right? So the problems of your students is that they don't know how to create content. And after consuming your content creation masterclass, they simply now know how to create content. But a second problem arises, and it's the fact that potentially they don't know advanced video editing principles. So there you need another course of yours to solve this problem. So if you combine a content creation masterclass, let's say, and a Final Cut Pro video editing masterclass, both produced in-house by you, now you suddenly get 2 enrollments with 1 student. And here's the thing, when this student completes this Final Cut Pro video editing masterclass, then he might potentially have a new problem of not knowing how to color grade in Final Cut Pro. So you can create another course on how to color grade in Final Cut Pro. You see how you funneled just 1 student of yours to purchasing 3 courses. Trust me, if you do this successfully, if you apply a learning pathway successfully in your profile in these online course marketplaces, regardless of if this is Skillshare or Udemy or Coursera or Skill Success, you will find a huge difference in the amount of money that you will make with your course. Now, as a bonus, here's a third secret that I've actually kept only for people that reached up until this point of this video. And this third secret that I've also have been utilizing, again, for all of these years, are clear, concise calls to action in most of your courses, if not all of your courses. If you think about it, a course of yours, it's just a series of content pieces, and it really doesn't differ that much from a simple YouTube video or a short form content video, right? So why add calls to action on your YouTube videos only and not have calls to action on your courses? So here's the thing, when someone enrolls in a course of yours, he has already paid you and he has already listened to you talking for about 6 hours. These people are super engaged with you and you're already a person of authority in their eyes, right? A simple CTA, call to action, at the end of your course will be extremely potent and extremely efficient to move people and redirect people to either other courses, upsell them to other digital products, or again, upsell them into high ticket offer of yours. Leveraging the power of the engagement that you have on a course to funnel people to other products and upsell people again to other products or services is one of the most excellent and frictionless ways to just generate more money in these online course marketplaces. Now, if you're serious about scaling in these online course marketplaces and actually increasing your enrollments and increasing your revenue, I urge you to check out the first link in the description, and I'm going to see you in the next video.